The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Detroit Lions.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started, and we are underway from Ford Field.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Commanders come up now 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
This defense for the Lions, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Third down and 6. Back to throw, Howell. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at this defense,
they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you get the squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, and he threw an opening, and there he goes.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The Lions at 11-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jamin Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here.
He's got it. A lot of work to get to the first down marker. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Well, this was prime fake territory. They feel he's got that leg, 60-plus range, but the defense should have been a little bit more ready for that.
It's almost as simple as guard against possible 6 points versus giving up 3 points. And defenses are supposed to be aligned to take away the possible 6. And if they make the 3 from there, hey, got to give it to him. That's a long kick. Yes, he could make it, but still, to give up a fake in that situation, that's just simply not good defense.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
A give to Etienne running right.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Foot burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Howell.
And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jones. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return,
and they will take over first and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Fletcher. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holloway. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. So the penalty there winds up on the offense. So obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
On first down, Howell.
Escaping the pressure right. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
Oh, what a move.
And great blocking field as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2. Powell from the gun. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Howell. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. They'll send Kirk in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the...
Touchdown, Washington.
Christian Kirk from 3 yards out.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point right down the middle, and that trims the lead down to 9. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Fletcher. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he'll go at the 25. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they go play action with Howell.
Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's a 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap, and again the ETN.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, here's ETN.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Lightning 18!
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And quickly they get to the line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
3rd and 3. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Down the left sideline.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
159 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Hooker.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Read option. This is Gibbs.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing. Hooker. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Let's go now.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Head the street. Head the street. 70 Lions. Ready.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down. Big Lion. Goal at the 6-yard line. 79 Broncos. Hustle, hustle.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Second and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who will control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
They bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Third and 5. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On the return is Jones. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
First and 10 as they take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Go check! Go check!
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Boy, 192 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a throw here, hold in. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ready! Ready?
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Dragon 60!
Hooker's going to throw it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
70, Hawk 70.
Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. On third down, here's Gibbs.
Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
First down throw here. It's Hooker.
And that is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Check it. Ready.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off play action. It's Howell. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. Touchdown, Washington. Travis Etienne, 36 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But
it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
60 Bison.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Schwartz.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Let's go now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hooker. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Robinson up the middle.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Etienne up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Another toe for Etienne.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Carmichael. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Slot man moves right. On 2nd down. Carmichael. And a solid run down inside the 30.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Come on. Hey. Go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.